Prince, as we know, was a multi-instrumentalist, be it on piano, keyboards, drums, bass, and of course, the guitar. He was a master of every instrument he could play, and could even famously play a run on the guitar, keyboard, and sing all at the same time. He was respected massively by his peers for his abilities, but for some reason, Prince was often overlooked for his guitar playing. So why is this? And before we go any further, and before people start to go, hang on, and start to quote Eric Clapton, he never said it, and it's become one of those urban myths. If you're not sure what I'm speaking about, it's a fake quote that went viral on Twitter after Prince passed, which saw Eric Clapton apparently say when asked how it felt to be the world's greatest guitarist, "I don't know, ask Prince." He never said it, people, and it's a fake. So, when you look at all of Prince's music he put out, his guitar playing was front and centre from the very beginning, on tracks like I'm Yours and Bambi from his opening two albums. Even as a teenager, his guitar solos and funk playing were already extremely accomplished. As Prince's popularity soared, he would often be pigeonholed as another Jimi Hendrix, essentially because he was a black guy out there with a guitar. But Prince didn't really sound or play like Hendrix at all. Prince had his guitar influences, no doubt, his most notable being Santana, but Prince had the ability to take what had been done before and take it to the next level. That's what separated him from the rest. Prince didn't imitate, he absorbed, and brought something new time and time again. So when music magazines or online music media ever hold a top guitar gods list, Prince is always disappointingly low on the chart. So what does it take to be the greatest guitarist in the world? The ability to be able to shred and play solos at an insane pace? Check. The ability to produce incredible emotion from just a few notes on the fretboard? Check. The ability to play incredible funk chords? Check. The ability to create incredible and memorable rhythm guitar licks? Check. You name it and Prince could play it, from rock to funk, blues to country, jazz to pop, R&B and acoustic. So if Prince could do it all, why is he so underrated? There was definitely a snobbery amongst the guitar world when it comes to these polls, as Prince was often not taken seriously and seen as just a pop star, and yet he was more of an accomplished musician than most of them. When you look at the list of other guitarists in these polls, all of them great players in their own right, none of them have ever done the things I've seen Prince do on the guitar. And maybe that's where the problem lies. You see, although Prince laid down some incredible guitar on his actual albums, for many fans, his greatest guitar work was saved for his live performance. Now, as I said, Prince has laid down some of the most iconic guitar work and solos on record and should be higher on these charts just for that. But seeing him play guitar live is just an awe-inspiring experience. Having been blessed to see Prince live many times, he continuously left my jaw on the floor. And none more so than the one and only after show I attended at the Indigo 2 during Prince's 21 nights residency in London in 2007. Prince took to the stage with his guitar, with only a drummer and a bass guitarist for support, and absolutely tore the roof off in an incredible, blistering display of virtuoso playing. I have never seen anything like it before or since. And after that night, I was in no doubt that I had just witnessed the greatest guitarist that there has ever been. There is plenty of live footage in the public domain to back my claim, including an incredible long solo during Purple Rain from the Purple Rain tour at Syracuse, the joyfully upbeat solo on I Could Never Take the Place of Your Man from the Sign of the Times movie, the powerful and emotional solos from the Dortmund Lovesexy show, from The Cross to the extended I Wish You Heaven and to Purple Rain again. The hairs will stand up on the back of your neck. Also, the Sacrifice of Victor and The Undertaker VHS videos are a perfect example of Prince's incredible live guitar work. The first being footage taken from one of Prince's famous aftershows, this one at Bagley's in London, and the second a live performance shot at Paisley Park. Both these videos came out in 1995 when Prince's mass popularity was on the wane due to his fight with Warner's, so were pretty much only seen by the fans, which was such a shame, as the general public would truly see how incredible he was. The Undertaker itself was even due to be released as a live CD cover mount on Guitar World magazine. Just imagine what that would have done for Prince's standing in these lists had all their readership received a free copy. Unfortunately, the release was blocked by Warner's, and another one of Prince's works missed its chance to gain mass appeal. But probably the most famous live guitar performance Prince gave was March 15th, 2004, as Prince performed as part of a supergroup to posthumously induct George Harrison into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, in a band including Jeff Lynne, Tom Petty, Steve Winwood and George Harrison's son Danny. They performed George's most famous Beatles song, While My Guitar Gently Weeps. And for most of the performance, Prince is hardly seen, playing almost in the wings. Then near the song's end, Prince emerges, and for the next 3 minutes he leaves the audience and the band with collective jaws on the floor. Prince, showing off a whole repertoire of techniques, even has the band members transfixed at just how good he is. Then of course he famously throws his guitar up in the air after he's finished, and it never comes down. This performance alone, which is widely available to see online with millions of views on YouTube, should put Prince at the top of this list, but it doesn't. When you watch any of these live performances I've mentioned, it's Prince's technique on the guitar that so impresses. The speed in which his fingers could move up and down the fretboard playing a solo was almost superhuman. From finger tapping the fretboard at insane speeds to strumming power chords, Prince knew every type of technique and trick in the book. It's not until you pick up a guitar and try it for yourself that you truly appreciate just how hard that is and what an incredible talent he had on the axe. So is there anything we can do to influence Prince's position the next time one of these polls comes around? Well, we can share all the great guitar work Prince has done in the hope we can reach those who have never heard it. So with that in mind, and if you're new to Prince and wonder where to start, here is a little list of some of his best guitar tracks. There is no denying there have been, and still are, some incredible guitar players in the world, from Jimi Hendrix to Eric Clapton, Santana to Slash, David Gilmour to Eddie Van Halen. The list is huge. Some of them have created some of the most famous riffs and solos in popular music history. Some of them are amazing to watch live, some of them have incredible technical skill, but not many of them have done or can do it all. Prince could, and hopefully I've given you food for thought when you think about who's the greatest guitarist. Prince had incredible technical ability. Prince could play every style known to man. Prince created some of the most well-known and memorable guitar moments on record, and Prince could play the guitar live like nobody I've ever seen. All this for me makes Prince the greatest guitarist in the world.